I created MrBeast in FIFA 22. Yes, indeed, people. We have created the YouTube sensation himself. We have made Iran Ferreira. We've made IShowSpeed. And now here he is, MrBeast, Jimmy Donaldson himself in FIFA 22. And let's just pause very quickly, because I know what some of you are thinking. Masterbucks, didn't B-Ford literally just make this video? Yes, that is true, but this video has been in the works for a couple of weeks because we actually made MrBeast's face in the game. These face mods do take some time to put together, but hey, that's YouTube, shit happens. This video is going to be slightly different to his anyway. We move on, let's keep going. And as you can see, he's playing for Atlanta. The legend himself is from North Carolina, and unfortunately Charlotte FC is not in FIFA, so I've put him in the basically nearest team, which is Atlanta. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to simulate MrBeast's entire career. Keep in mind, he's 24 years old, so his career might not last that many seasons, but we'll see what we can do. We've given him a 65 overall and, you know, modest potential, nothing crazy. We've given him some pretty average stats, you know, for a striker, but we'll see what he can do. You know, he might not win the Champions League. It's maybe more of a modest career. One thing he is, though, is 6'3", so he's a tall boy. Maybe he might get some service. He could be a decent target man striker. So before we get started with it, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any other people you want me to create in FIFA, we've made a bunch of cool streamers, YouTubers, TikTokers, anything along those lines, let me know in the comment section down below. And don't forget, of course, like and subscribe if you have not already. We've got plenty more awesome stuff coming around the corner. So, MrBeast, compared to the rest of your teammates, you're not exactly super highly rated. That might mean his numbers aren't insane in the first season, but we've given him like 80-ish potential, maybe mid-80s, so hopefully he can kick on, get a bit better. If I get a chance, I'll try to ship him off out of the MLS and see if we can throw him in Europe or something. All right, people, we are off. Let's see how Jimmy gets on in his first ever season as a professional footballer. He did used to play baseball, actually, at a pretty decent level when he was younger. I don't know how much that's going to transfer over into football, but we'll see. So in the Eastern Conference in Jimmy's first season, he finished second with Atlanta United, which is not too bad, but they may or may not have lost immediately in the finals to Columbus Crew. So yeah, they didn't win the MLS. That was won by New York City FC against the Seattle Sounders. No title for Jimmy in season 1, but he ends up getting 8 goals in 34 games. Is that okay? I don't know, for literally the man up top, the striker in the team. It's bloody Thiago Almada with 18 and 8 leading the team. But I mean, hey, we can cut him some slack. It's his first ever season of professional football at the age of 24, now 25. You know, maybe not the craziest ever season I have seen, but hey, who knows? Maybe he can do better in season 2. I don't think he'd be up and moving to Manchester United after that season. Let's just put it that way. Come on, MrBeast, off and underway for season 2. He's going to be 26 at the end of this season. So if he's ever going to make the jump to Europe or wherever, he's got to have hopefully a somewhat decent season. And goddamn, in season 2 for MrBeast, he's made it to the MLS finals with Atlanta United. Not bad considering they only finished 4th in their conference. He's still only like 68 rated, but statistically, in a team where there's a lot of like mid to high 70 rated players, how did he go? Oh, he's not quite the top goal scorer, bloody Almada with 18 again, but he does have 16 goals and an assist. One singular assist. You know, whatever. Marcelino Moreno with 14 and 15. I tell you what, the Argentinians are carrying, but MrBeast is contributing in his way too. He's essentially good for a goal a game. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think he's having a fantastic season for the MLS, that is. But will he go to Europe after this? Will he even win the MLS Cup? Let's find out. We're going to sim the game. If MrBeast scored in the final and won the MLS for Atlanta United, that would be, that'd be dream scenario. So keep your eye on the, how do I describe this? Light green, teal, whatever. Keep your eye on the number 9. Finally, some of the ball for Atlanta. MrBeast had it, gave it back. He should have just kept going. Decent ball out wide here. Swing it into MrBeast. He's 6'3". Why don't you cross your target, man? The ball. That's a really good ball. LAFC should have scored. Decent play here. MrBeast, he's on it, but mate, you got to turn and shoot. You're a striker. But we're still working this. Maybe a chance here. He's a striker that does. You got 1 assist all year. Now you want a bloody pass. All right. Second half underway. Still 0-0. Whack it up to him. Here we go. Got it. That's a decent ball. Not quite. MrBeast chance. Lovely little layoff there. That was good. Still no goal. MrBeast, the in-swinger, can't get it. Strike blocked. I'm well to keep that in. MrBeast is totally open. He doesn't need him. He goes the whole way. Thiago Almada's been that guy, and he does it again. I'm too desperate for MrBeast to get a goal. Hey, you know what? Fair enough. If he doesn't score today, I'll still take him being an MLS champion, but I mean, LAFC are getting close as well. They're getting very close as well, shot save. Tell you what, let's jump in. There's about 10 minutes left to go. Is there any chance we might see it? Oh, a chance for MrBeast. You got to cross it in for him. You've got to cross it in. You've got to cross it in. You've got to cross it in. He's gone the whole way. Oh, what a selfish bastard. I cannot believe what I've seen. I would sub him out the team. You're kidding me. Alonso with a strike. Blocked. It's like they just don't want to give him the ball. Unreal. All right, come on. Rosetto. What do you got? A strike. He'll pass. It's Almada that scores. Oh, that was another great goal. Well done. MrBeast was to your right, though. Whatever. How about we put it this way? Good running from MrBeast out wide to drag a defender. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. It's a brace for Almada. It's going to definitely be the MLS Cup for Atlanta and for MrBeast. He's got 5 minutes to maybe hit the back of the net himself, if the chance comes. Nah, it doesn't look likely. There's only a minute left to go. LAFC have the ball. Referee, I can't believe he hasn't blown it up yet. Referee, it's over. There you go. Finally, it's done. 2 years ago, he was giving away millions of dollars, and now he's an MLS Cup champion. Can you believe it? I'd argue what he's doing now is probably better, but like, you know what? Fine. There you go. You can see him partying. That's how good it is. So MrBeast conquers the MLS in America. You know what? I think he'd be more willing to open up to a possible move after that, after winning the title. He is 26 after all. If you want to make the move, I'd hurry up and do it. No guarantees he's going to get any offers though, but we'll advance and see if anything comes through for him. We have an offer for MrBeast, but it's from another MLS team, the Whitecaps. Would he end up going to, like, I don't know, Canada? I've been to Vancouver. It's a nice place, but I got sick when I was there, so I don't really like it. I'm going to reject it, thank you. Are there any other teams, maybe outside of America, that are keen? Oh, man, have a look at those offers. Colorado, Real Salt Lake. Real Salt Lake, my God, I'm pronouncing it like it's in Spain.
Buenos noches, dias.
But I'm seeing a trend. Every single team is basically within the MLS. I don't know if he's going to leave. Yeah, I mean, look, we're in deadline day, and to be honest with you, if we don't get an offer for a team that isn't already in the MLS, then did any of that make any sense? I don't know. I'm only looking to accept offers from other teams that aren't MLS teams. Oh, hello, and we have got one. It's Burnley. Burnley are coming in with a $4.8 million offer for MrBeast. Well, I wonder if this is Burnley in the Premier League or Burnley in the Championship. If it's in the Premier League, then that is going to be wild. I don't know if he'll play, but I will happily accept this. Bloody Burnley. He's picking MrBeast to Burnley. Like, where else can you possibly see anything like this happen? Hopefully the deal goes through and everything, because that'd be jokes. I mean, like, MrBeast at Burnley. What are we looking at? And now we've got the Red Bulls. Oh, I think that's New York, isn't it? Thought it could have been like RB Leipzig or something. Has he been sold yet? Have we had confirmation? Oh man, this is tense. We got 2 hours left to go. We got 1 hour left to go. I haven't gotten the email. MrBeast and his agent are currently negotiating. Well, could you hurry the We got an hour. Oh, don't tell me. I think he's going to be stuck here for another season, quite possibly. You're kidding me. What is his agent doing? MrBeast transfer talks with Burnley have broken down. The dream is over. For Christ's sakes, Burnley are in the bloody Premier League as well. They could have bought in. Oh my God. MrBeast could have gone to the Premier League at a 68 overall to play for Burnley, but no. His agent just kept dicking around. I'm fuming for you, Jimmy. I'm fuming. But look, I tell you what, let's just go for another season in the MLS and maybe try again next season. Will this dream move to Europe ever happen for him? Or just anywhere that isn't the MLS? I'm not sure. I'm not knocking the MLS, but at the same time, you know, you've got to broaden your horizon. Well, another season in the MLS. We get third with Atlanta United, so we're pretty consistent with where we finish. Sadly, though, we repeat the first season and get dumped out in the first round, so no MLS finals appearance. And even though MrBeast hit a fairly respectable 70 overall, you know, that's pretty okay for a guy that has never really played the sport, I can imagine. Yeah, he's got 9 goals in 42 appearances, not as good as last season. So, I don't know if Burnley's going to be coming hunting for him. They should go for bloody Thiago Almada, 81 rated, 22 years of age. Bro, what's he still doing in the MLS? Go to Barca or something. Erling Haaland wins Ballon d'Or. All right, cool, nice. But I'm going to give him one more transfer window, see what offers come through. If nothing really that crazy has come, maybe by deadline day, maybe I just accept an offer for another MLS team. We just switch it up. Let's go then. Is MrBeast going to be stuck in the MLS his whole career, or will we get to broaden our horizons? The first transfer offer that comes in is from Seattle. But 9.3 million for MrBeast. I mean, that's pretty good. That's less than what he gives away in a day, though. Come on. As I said, we're going to go all the way to deadline day to wait until we get another offer for a different team from outside the MLS. Another offer, this time from Colorado. But again, we're only a week out from the deadline day. I might almost accept this. Actually, you know what? With 4 days until the deadline day, I just thought of something. Burnley is still in the Premier League, and that was like my dream. It should have happened. You know what? I'm going to do whatever I can to make it happen. Is it at all possible I could maybe do like a trade for $120,000 valued Phil Bardsley, 38 years of age from Scotland? Can I swap him for MrBeast worth $9 million, 27 years of age in his arguably prime or near to be prime? Go on, Sean Dyche. I mean, he's still the manager of Burnley in this one, but whatever. No, they're not going to accept it. They don't want MrBeast. They just want 100 grand. They've turned down a $9 million MrBeast and only want 100 grand. Are you kidding me, Dyche? No wonder you got sacked.
Boom. Roasted.
Oh, I've just added a bunch of Burnley players. I don't care. Sarpreet Singh from New Zealand. I bloody added in bloody Woot Weghorst from, I don't know, Hogwarts. But I just can't make something happen. Look at this. Looks like this player is unwilling to relocate. Every single player is unwilling to relocate. I just don't know what to do about this. Either MrBeast stays at Atlanta or goes to another MLS club, or he sees out his contract and becomes a free agent. He is in the last year of his contract, so if he doesn't get an offer in the next 8 hours, I think we're going to do that. We will have one more season with Atlanta United, and then we're going to let our contract run out, and we'll just see where MrBeast goes. All I know is we're down to the 2-hour mark and not a single offer's come in, so I think that's most likely what is going to happen. All right then, people, that's the deal. This is the final season that MrBeast will spend in the MLS. Will they get another title with Atlanta United? So anyway, in this season, we see Atlanta United finishing in 6th place. That's their worst finish yet. And as always, aside from that one season when they actually won the damn thing, they lost 3-1 in the first round. They can't get out the first round. MrBeast's overall went up to 72, so he's not going too bad. He might be able to get like maybe mid-high 70s at best, but he's quickly approaching 30. Oh, and the fact that he only got 5 goals and 1 assist, I'm telling you, he will for the rest of it, if he wasn't an absolute bajillionaire, if he was just some random guy that had a chance to go to play for Burnley in the Premier League, this guy would be sitting here and ruining his entire everything in his life. He'd probably murder his agent that didn't get it over the line in time. He could have been in the Premier League, and now he's stuck playing in Atlanta. I'm selling it like it's the worst thing in the world, but it would have been nice. Bloody hell to have seen him in the Prem. Well, anyway, as we spoke about, he is in the last year of his contract, as you can see. He's worth 17 million. We're going to let him go as a free agent, and let's see what club picks him up. If any club, surely someone's going to pick up a 72 rated striker as a free agent. And the crazy thing too is it might not happen straight away. He might linger in the free agents for half a year or so, maybe. I don't know. We'll just wait and see. Whoa, and who would have seen this? MrBeast, 72 rated, 28 years of age, has gone to Hoffenheim. I didn't even get a chance. I thought he would just stay in the free agents for a bit. No, he's gone straight to what I believe to be a Bundesliga team. It would appear that they are. And they're not just like an average team either. They're like fighting for Champions League. So here's how the teams look. You've got Kramrich and Batshuayi up top. And there is MrBeast in the reserves lingering. Will he get any game time whatsoever in this team? I'm not sure. Look how many strikers are in this team. And look how many are higher rated than MrBeast as well. It's crazy. At least he's higher rated than David Otto. I guess that's somebody. But he's got to fight Sandro, Batshuayi, Kramrich, even the João Klaus guy. What, a Brazilian with a German last name? Whoa, that's crazy. He must have felt really weird when Germany won 7-1. But let's advance forward in this 5th season with MrBeast. He's gone and joined a Bundesliga team halfway through their season. If he makes any appearances whatsoever, I'll be happy. If he scores a goal, I'll be ecstatic. And oof, oh no, I don't know what the addition of bloody MrBeast has done, but Hoffenheim have slid all the way down into 8th place. What went wrong? It doesn't look like he made an appearance. Maybe they just signed him to fill the numbers in the under-23s. I don't know, but MrBeast, he's a Bundesliga player. No matter, he doesn't play, but he's a player. Oh man, I don't know. Not every single career has to be what a superstar, young, talented, high potential. He bounces from Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, whatever. Some players just have to make do. But hey, look, he's out of the MLS. He's got himself a team. We'll see if he can make any appearances in a next full season. Double checking MrBeast's age and competition and everything. 28, he'll be 29 at the end of this season. I don't know how many more years he'll have, maybe like 5 or so. And when you have 3, 4 strikers that are higher rated than you, Sandro looks like he's leaving in a month or in a season. So maybe there's a chance for more games there. I don't know. And wow, this season really did not go great for Hoffenheim. Hell, they nearly got relegated. They won very few games. Their highest goal scorer was Batshuayi and Kramrich with 7, and I can't see MrBeast here. Once again, he made 0 appearances and obviously got 0 goals and assists. So he went and finally left the MLS, joined a Bundesliga team, awesome, but he did not play. And let's be real, the same thing probably would have happened in like Burnley. Surely we got to chuck him on the transfer list and we've got to just see what else is out there. We need to at least get MrBeast on the pitch, because this is the reality. Let's be fair, for some footballers, they just don't really play. They're just in the reserves, that's it. But come on, we need to see MrBeast at least play a couple of games before he finishes his career. I'll tell you what, I'm getting a lot of transfer offers, but just none for MrBeast at the moment. Yeah, still nothing. Every single player on my team is up for sale, apparently, apart from the one guy we actually want to move on. To be fair, we've lost Kramaric, and that has opened up a space for MrBeast, so maybe he might actually play some games this season. He's still way off the rest of the team, but maybe we give him a run. Maybe we just try a 73 rated 30-year-old American in the Bundesliga and see how it goes. Come on, MrBeast, can you help steer the ship here for Hoffenheim? And well, a slightly better season, although better than last season, nowhere near as good as the season prior when they were looking like they were going to get champions. Like, I'll be honest, MrBeast joined and they went from a Champions League team to a near relegation team. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm mildly insinuating, but he actually played games this season, 36 in fact, and he was top goal scorer along with Michy Batshuayi. He's gone up to a 74 overall, so you know what? Even though it's on a relegation sort of battling team in the Bundesliga, he is now a double-digit goal scorer in the Bundesliga. I mean, it looks like he's not winning trophies or anything, but it looks like he has found his place in a bit of a lesser team, but a Bundesliga top 5 league team and regularly getting decent amount of goals. You know what? I think you can take that as a success. I mean, look at him. Out of every player in the Bundesliga, he's number 13 for goals. You know what? I think fair enough. That's an okay stat. Going ahead and adding in a couple of extra pieces to the team, and maybe hopefully they'll start pushing up. Hell, we even just gave MrBeast a brand new contract worth 55k a week. Pennies to the man in real life, but still not bad. Imagine you only start playing professional football at the age of 24, you play in the MLS, and then you manage to secure a 55k a week deal in the Bundesliga. You would bloody take that. Let's see how Hoffenheim goes this season. We see once again Hoffenheim not toward the top, but they're not toward the bottom either. They're in the middle. They finished in 11th place, clear of relegation, but also clear of any European places. Unfortunately, it appears as though MrBeast only got 5 goals in 30 appearances and he's injured. You know what else is mad? Batshuayi is injured. He got 9 goals from 35. And Hoffenheim have made the Deutsche Pokal final, so they're going to take on Augsburg. What a weird final that is, but they've got no strikers. They're both gone, so I don't know how they're going to win this. We're just going to sim and see if MrBeast can get a trophy without actually being involved. I'm not very optimistic, but we will see. I'm just going to order a place. We'll see what happens. No, they didn't do it. They lost in the final. I mean, when you're missing the 2 guys that are supposed to score the goals for you, I'd imagine it'd be a bit difficult. It's a shame. Either way, we'll move on to the next season. By the way, I honestly didn't realize how bad MrBeast's injury was at first. It's an ACL. He's out for 5 months. He won't play the majority of this season. And, you know, at nearly like 32 years of age, that could be a career killer for MrBeast. We'll see what happens. I'm nervous we're about to revert back to seeing MrBeast playing no games after this, but yeah, we'll just have to cross our fingers. Well, Hoffenheim, once again, finishing basically smack bang in the middle of the Bundesliga. They're pretty much stuck there. And I tell you what, MrBeast arguably coming off the back of an ACL injury, maybe having his best season. I know he got like 11 goals previously, but that was in like 30 plus games. 19 games, 8 goals, and after an injury, that's really good. He has sadly dropped to a 73 overall, so I'm not sure how much longer he'll continue to go for. He has got 1 more season left on his contract, so maybe after that, that'll probably be the end of his career. Played half his career with Atlanta in the MLS and the other half of his career in Germany. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Let's go then, people. The final season of MrBeast's career. Just stay healthy, try to stack on some goals, have a good final season, mate. Go hard. And in Hoffenheim's final season, we see that they finished in 9th place, so one of their better finishes since, you know, he joined, but still. Regardless. And I tell you what, MrBeast, at 33 years of age, he's dropped off now. He's into the 60s again, but he managed to get 12 goals and an assist, which is not bad at all. And if you look at his status, by the way, it does say that he's retiring at the end of the season. So I made the decision for him. He ended up making it himself. Whatever. You know what I'd say? This is more of a realistic career that most players would probably have. If you're a somewhat decent player in the MLS, maybe you get the chance to go over to play for Burnley or to go and have a bit of a role with a lower Bundesliga team. You know, not everyone ends up becoming a star player on a Champions League winning team. But you know what? In the end, MrBeast, he secured the bag. He got a decent like 55, 60k a week wage. And you know what? He's done all right for himself. I'd put it down as a decent success, especially when you start at 24 years of age. Well done, MrBeast. I applaud you. Good job coming back from that ACL injury, by the way. He actually became an amazing player since coming back from that knee injury. But I will see you all for the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Again, don't forget to leave in the comments down below what other players you want me to make in FIFA and play their career. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you all for the next one. Catch you later, and bye-bye.